The Panasonic project is absolutely massive. They will be developing state-of-the-art batteries for electric vehicles right over in DeSoto, Kansas, at the old Sunflower Army ammunition plant. There will be a $4 billion capital investment, and that's initially, 4,000 jobs initially. But what will happen from that is the fallout of other suppliers coming to the area. Probably long run, we expect about 8,000 jobs to be developed as a result of this Panasonic project. And that doesn't count the 16,500 jobs that will be required just to construct the facility. So it's massive. It really is transformational. Well, there was a lot of hard work, a lot of strategic work that went into securing this project. We were competing with upwards of 80 different locations at the beginning. When it narrowed down, it was between Kansas and Oklahoma. There were a lot of negotiations that had to go on. There was a lot of working with our local governments, our local economic development folks, our larger developers, and just a whole host of folks had to come on. A number of our state agencies. I mean, this was a very complex, very broad-based project that just required input and cooperation and collaboration among a variety of folks. And maybe most significantly, what it required was for the legislature to work with my office and to pass what we call the Apex bill. That's the bill that allowed us to modify our incentives in a way that we could be attractive to an over $1 billion project, Panasonic being $4 billion. So we did, with cooperation from the legislature, we were able to get that done in record time, which appealed a lot to the Panasonic folks because they recognized that here in Kansas we could work together, we could put aside political differences and work together, and that if we do that before they came, they could count on us working like that after they're here. I know there's been, a lot of talk about the incentive package and how robust it is, and I agree. It is very robust. It is the most we have ever offered to any company, but we're getting the most in return from it too. Not only are we getting a $4 billion operation to come here, we're going to have all the offshoot businesses that will decide to relocate here. We expect that when it's up and running, there will be a $2.5 billion increase in economic activity annually. We know that just their payroll alone, combined with the suppliers, is going to be $500 million more in actual salaries going into the pockets of Kansans. So lots and lots of benefit long-term, and you need to invest in order to be able to grow. That's what this is. But I do want people to know that we learned from some other states who made big offers to companies, and then companies, folded their tents and left or didn't build to the expectation. We built in a lot of safeguards in the incentive package, the Apex bill that was passed by the legislature, to ensure that that doesn't happen. Panasonic has got to deliver. They've got to build the facility and they've got to hire the people before the incentives start going to them. There's a lot of work going on right now over in DeSoto, particularly at the Sunflower, prepping the ground to be able to lay the pad upon which the factory will be built. So that is all happening right now. And then I expect that Panasonic will actually start development or groundbreaking kinds of activities sometime later this year into the fall.